Macca, 2-2 at home and now a big game to come on the road. How are you feeling about things at the moment?
I think the 2 goals for me come at the perfect time. Like now, obviously I'm a bit gutted not to have scored before in the games I've had, but I've not really played in the last 6 to 12 months properly. And I think it took time for me to get back up to match speed. And it's just one of the things that a striker, you wait for it to come, and hopefully now they come in week in, week out now, or until the rest of the season.
We were saying a couple of minutes ago, I think your first touch back for us was the shot that hit the post. You then had to wait a few weeks for the first goal, and then 2 come within a few days of each other. Is that something that plays on your mind as a striker?
Bit of both really, because if that goes in, I'll probably end up going on a run from them. But it's just one of the things is like, we've come on, hit a post, and I'm expecting, even myself expecting to score more, way more than I have already. But as a striker, you can't get too frustrated, because like in the last few weeks, I could have gone the opposite way, not scoring, not really playing so much, like throwing me dummies at the pram. But like I've been ready when the gaffer's called upon me. I come on and scored, and started the other day, scored, I think. And even he's saying I look a bit sharper now. I think it's just taking me a bit more time than I wanted to get back up to match speed. And obviously you can train week in, week out and day out, but the way you're going to get fit is by playing games. And I think now I've got back my match fitness, because on the week against Burton, I felt really good. And I shame got a bit cramped, but that's probably from not playing for weeks.
And on the goals themselves, neither of them were sort of 30-yarders, both real strikers' finishes, being in the right place at the right time. How pleasing was that for you?
Yeah, for me, if as long as it says bonne on the score sheet, I don't care how the goals come. It can hit my knee, my back, however, but it says you got to be in them areas to score the goals. And as long as I'm always getting myself in them areas, it's giving me the best chance of scoring a goal. And no matter if I said it's a 30-yarder or literally on the goal line, I'll take any goal that comes.
And you kind of touched on it a minute ago, a bit of a frustrating year or so for you, maybe a bit longer. Do you feel like you're getting back to the true Macauley bonne?
Yeah, I feel like I'm nearly there. And the Burton game probably hopefully showed more fans that's the real me, how I was before, and that before the not playing for weeks, not being in any squads at QPR. I kind of got frustrated, but I didn't take my foot off the gas. I tried to make sure that if I was to move on at any point, I'm ready to go. Obviously, I come here trying to be the player I was a year ago when I was fit and scoring, but that's not the case. Like, it's hard to go from just training for an hour a day to go and be thrown into a team and go in there, I'll go and do the business. It's like, it takes time. Everyone's different, and obviously I took a bit longer than I wanted to, but enough for me now, 2-2 at home. It's just now like keeping that momentum going till the last day of the season.
And your second debut for us back in January, the Macauley bonne chant was reignited by the fans. Heard it again the last couple of home games. What does that mean to you, hearing that?
Yeah, it was nice to hear that after the way, obviously, I left things last time I left Charlton. It was nice to, I was a bit sceptical. Like, Hornby was like, go warm up. I was like, right, am I going to get booed here, or are they going to sing my name? And to be fair, it was nice to hear my name being chanted, and it was like, all right, I'm back now, and now it's time to show fans what I can do.
And Saturday to come, a big game for you. You grew up in and around the Ipswich area. You had a great spell there in the first half of last season. How much are you looking forward to going back there?
Yeah, it's one for me that I kind of like, when I signed here, it's the one that I kind of been like making sure, like, all right, I want to make sure I'm playing that game. Because yeah, I grew up there, but it's like, for me, it's a game, 11v11. I'm going to go out there to score and win the game. So for the day, I've just kind of put that to the back of my mind and just go out there and do the business for Charlton.
You had a really good spell there, first half of last season, as we said. I think it was 11 goals by the start of November. Why do you think you hit such a purple patch of form there?
Well, under Paul Cook, he put a lot of trust in me and didn't really give me any, like, it's weird to say that, we'd be training, doing 11v11s, I'd come to go short, he's like, I don't want you in here. And on a weekend, he'd be like, I never want to see your face in the game. He goes, I just want to see your name, number, going that way, scoring goals. And it kind of gave me a more sense of freedom. And obviously when McKenna came in, he was more of a ball playing coach, and obviously come from the Man United and the Tottenham setups. And it kind of like took the focus away from the number 9 and more to the number 10s. So I found myself more like coming to feet and then letting the 10s go on. And by the time the ball's gone behind me, I've got 40, 50 yards to make up, and I wasn't really getting anywhere near the goal, wasn't getting many chances. But like I said, it's one of the things, I'm a team player. If that's how I want me to do it, I did it. And fortunately enough, I stopped scoring. But for me, the first half of that season was like probably the best I've played since leaving Charlton that time.
And how enjoyable was that spell for you, particularly the first half of last season?
It was incredible, because obviously I grew up in the area, literally stone throw from the stadium, and week in, week out I had 60, 70 people coming just to watch me from friends and family. And obviously growing up there, coming through the academy, to go and wear the town shirt was for me, was probably one of the highs of my career.
And just lastly, what would that mean to you, putting one in the net at Portman Road to potentially scupper their promotion hopes?
All my family are town fans, like aunties, uncles, my dad's always support wherever I've been, and they've all asked me this question, "Are you going to celebrate?" I'm like, end of the day, it's a game. If I score a goal, I'm going to celebrate. And if that means getting a few boos from the town fans there, I'm going to have to take it. It's my job. My job is to put balls in the net for the team I'm employed by. So, like I said, yeah, it's going to be a fun one, I think. And yeah, just see how it goes.
And just very lastly, actually, so Saturday aside, I think it's 5 games to go, isn't it? What are we hoping to get out of these last 5 games? What are the targets?
Just win. I think for me, it's possible. If you look at our fixtures, Ipswich is probably going to be our toughest one, because obviously they're fighting for promotion. The others, a few down there. I think for me personally and the team, just go and get as many points on the board and finish the highest table possible to push on for next season. Because I think that we're 10th now, we're 8 points off Peterborough. I don't know who's above it. Is it Peterborough? Portsmouth, sorry. 8 points there. If we can close that gap to even go level with 9th or finish in the top 10, I think it's going to be a good way to end the season on a high and just get as many points on the board.
Very best of luck.
Thank you. Cheers.